Well, folks, starting to look like a truck. Here's where we're at. Light works. We keep the original blinker, low drive, blackout light, all that stuff. That works. We took all the bulbs out and replaced with 12-volt bulbs. Radiator was a big issue. Here it is, brand new or rebuilt. Radiator from Lodestar, I think. The way it's set is kind of weird. We've had a little spout here in the middle. We had the radiator shop invert this one and this one, so it will fit my my exit here. The radiator was mounted all crooked, and that's due to the way it was mounted sideways here and here, and the fact that one of those guys is more back than this one, and welded a little bit higher. See, short here. It's crooked still. So I could cut this with a torch and re-weld everything, but my wife is like, I want to drive the truck now. So that's done. We have to rework the radiator mount. This is how it was mounted on the side, and I had to cut and move them for the hole, for the opening, because it was mounted too high, and the previous owner had to cut this out to notch them out, and I thought it was a little bit of a shame. So we mounted properly. Well, yet we're not done. We're not done because with the radiator mounted here, now I have no room for an electric fan. So we're gonna undo what we did, and we're gonna mount the radiator on the back here. It's gonna go here, and it should leave us 4 inches for that big electric fan. For the alternator, to find a way to make it fit, we build a custom bracket. Water hose is a little bit of a pain. It's bigger here than it is when it goes to the radiator. I could not find a one-piece hose, and I wanted for the winter to have a little heater. So I took some exhaust pipe, and then I used the downsides of the exhaust and built my own. Fuel pump is installed. I don't know about that bend. I don't have a lot of clearance here. We'll see what happens. If he bangs against here, then we'll try to find somebody that can make a very nice 90-degree titer, or we'll notch the frame over here a little bit more. Put the fuel line, homemade one, put it here. I'm on the way to install electrical with painless. Everything has a little marking. It's telling you where it's going. Very easy. We find some headers from stand headers that actually fit. I didn't have much of a fitment problem here. But over there on the other side, it was super tight. So I did a very small frame notch here. That happened when we lowered the engine, then the collector were right on the frame and didn't fit anymore. In the inside, we finished the box. I don't know if you guys remember all that cut off. So we made a very nice box reproducer so we can put the original seat back. We installed new placards. I found an RPM gauge. It's going only to 4,000. Since it's an international engine, it doesn't have to go over 4,000. I'll be in trouble. We saw that part that we repainted, and we repainted the letters. And this is a light control, but I have a different light controls. I have a shock cable. I have a throttle cable. The shock cable is probably going to be for my 2-barrel carburetor. It's a manual shock. And the throttle, we're probably going to use it for the heater valve to be able to get some heat on and off. And we're going to install a little dash heater under, because that thing going to need heat in the winter. This is going to be my light. Or I'm going to use the throttle for some type of cruise control, where when I'm driving on those long stretch of road, I'm gonna let go the gas pedal and I'm gonna control the throttle with this and lock. We use a Signal Stack 900 for the lights, which makes it easy because the original M37 didn't have blinkers. Painted it green, did a little bit of bling bling, all the markings. This is the dash as it sits. We have a couple of aftermarket gauges. I'm waiting for some replacement gauge for this one, and here a fuel gauge. And the transmission, NV4500, and we had to do all those little levers here, build a little bracket that holds the monstrous handbrakes. Yeah, flexes a little bit more than it should, so I put some reinforcement that I welded here, and it's still not enough. I'm gonna have to weld thicker, like maybe a 1/4 inch bracket to make sure that that handbrake doesn't move as much, but it still works. And this is my high-low and my disengage bracket, all without a bell crank system that goes all the way to the transfer case. And nothing on the back. Started to put some war paints on it a little bit. Well, we're almost there. It's been a long road. A lot of cutting, grinding, thinking, designing, welding, painting, and all that stuff. It was a little bit painful, but that's the fun of this project. I learn a lot every time I do something new. And remember, guys, I'm just a regular guy. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not anything. I'm just... So throw yourself into your project of the day and you're gonna learn. Every time you're gonna get a little bit better and a little bit better, and give you some appreciation for those guys that do that professionally, how they can speed out a car with a paint that's flawless and everything fits perfectly. Because the big thing that I learned so far is if something is not right on the beginning and you fix it, then you're gonna upset something else down the road. And then you're gonna have to fix that something else till everything finally match what you were trying to see. Alright, hopefully next video, we're driving around.